วันนี้ค่ะเราอยู่กับ Special Guest สุดพิเศษนะคะนักร้องเจ้าของผลงานเพลง Heart is Easy นะคะและเป็นนักประพันธ์เพลงชื่อดังระดับโลกคุณ Howard McCrary ค่ะซึ่งวันนี้นะคะเราจะได้มาฟังความรู้สึกความประทับใจที่คุณ Howard นั้นได้มาถ่ายทอดเรื่องราวการสร้างสันติภาพโลกผ่านบทเพลง Heart is Easy วันนี้เนี่ยเราซูมกันข้ามประเทศเลยทีเดียวนะคะจะได้มาร่วมพูดคุยกันไปกับพิธีกรสุดพิเศษมากความสามารถพี่แอนกฤตอนงค์มณีไพโรจน์สวัสดีค่ะ
Thank you so much, Floyd. And yes, I'm so honored to have all of you with me. I'm Angela Ann or Great Anomany Pyro. And hello, our Howard McCrary. Welcome.
So
How
good
are
to see
you
you.
there? Yeah.
I am ความสุขมาก
Wow.
ๆความสุข
See?
สบาย
Wonderful. Sabai. Everyone, you see that our Mr. Howard, he's super happy to meet all of us here. So it's our honor always, Mr. Howard, to have you with us. We really love your songs. Every single song from you. We are so grateful and fortunate to have a chance to listen to your music. So let's get into our program that may ask you for the first question. Of course, everyone really wants to know about you. So could you please tell us about yourself?
All right. Well, I'm a recording producer, musician, arranger, singer, background singer. And by that I mean like there's so many wonderful people down through the years that I've had the opportunity to work with, arranging and singing on the background vocals, like Michael Jackson, Madonna, Earth, Wind and Fire, Quincy Jones, and Nina Simone. Have you ever heard of Huey Lewis and the News?
Yeah. That's wonderful. Of course, I think all of us know about this, the most famous and influential artist in the world. And you know, everyone, he's behind those people, the song that we have heard before. So next, can you please also share with us what's your proudest achievement amongst your composer, producer life? What is your proudest achievement of all?
Well, I have to say that my proudest achievement was whatever I did to deserve to meet Long Paul.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like speechless.
Oh, yes. He is the wisest, most kind, and most beautiful father in the world. Wonderful Long Paul. It's hard to describe him because he's beyond an angel.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm so touched, really touched. I do believe that everyone would feel the same as me. I know, Howard. So, by the way, let's get into our song, Heart is Easy. How do you feel about this song that you are a part of the crucial part as a singer in this song, Heart is Easy? How do you feel?
Oh, well, the thing I love about this song is that it simplifies everything. You know, for instance, when you think of a song, you think of what it says, the content, the words, the melody, the music, the chords, and everything. And to think that if you listen to this song and you really, really listen to the words, it could change your life. Because it's not only a song, but it's an instructional song. So all you have to do is just follow the recipe, follow the order of what it's saying, and you'll have peace in your life and you'll have world peace. Because there's enough. I'll tell you, the world is so crazy right now. You know, And so to have a song that can teach you how to have true peace and inner peace, it's just absolutely amazing. So I was just so happy to be a part of this song, and I'm hoping that we'll go to every home, and then everybody will be transformed by the time they understand all what the words are saying and what the music is expressing. And one more thing, I believe the words of the song also were written by Longpon. He's the greatest songwriter in the history of music.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's really, really, I think it's so touching that every single song from him, and definitely you are a part of all those wonderful music that can change the world. I think we all witnessed that, have been witnessing that for a long, long time, even until at this moment. So let's come back to our Heart It Easy song. So by the way, what is your favorite verse in the song? I mean, Heart is Easy. Which one is the most favorite words? And why do you really love it?
Well, because it explains everything so well and just so intricately. For instance, I love the line where it says, have you ever thought about war and peace? They come from the very same mind. Now, is that brilliant? War and peace, you would never think they would come from the same mind, because war is so destructive and peace is so beautiful. How could they come from the same mind? But it's true. They come from the same mind. War comes from a furious mind, and peace comes from a peaceful mind, calm mind. And so, if we can get the world to choose peace, the path of peace, we can have world peace. And more than ever, I tell you, Longpon is so amazing, because years ago, he saw all of these things that are happening now. He knew they were going to happen. So he's helping to prepare us through music. And I think that's such a brilliant idea, because then the message of what the song is saying can stay with you longer if you're singing it. But isn't that brilliant? War comes from a furious mind, and peace comes from a still mind. So all you have to do is just be still and go to the center of the garden. Close your eyes and think peace. That, to me, that sounds so much better than getting out there and fighting people.
Yeah. Indeed. Wow. You know what? A while ago, during your sharing, I think we all would feel the same, that it's like you're singing a song through, you're sharing. That is so beautiful. So by the way, a while ago, you also mentioned about world peace through inner peace. I really did heard about that. So could you please also share with us, what's your idea about this concept, world peace through inner peace?
Well, when you think of world peace, that's a really big subject. Over 7 billion people experiencing world peace. It almost boggles the mind. You think, how can this happen? Longpon told me once, are you ready for this? Start with, if you really want world peace, start with the children. Teach the children how they can find peace within, inner peace. And once the child is enlightened towards inner peace, that child will influence the mother. The mother will influence the father, and you have world peace. So simple. But like Longpon also says, sometimes the simple things are hard to understand, and the hard, difficult things are most simple solution. That's a very simple solution, just like that. Children, mom, dad, world peace.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it sounds really simple, but definitely all sayings from him, it's always profound, including all your songs and music, Mr. Howard. You're most welcome. It is truly true. I don't know how to explain this. So when we talk about our Tawantam songs, okay, our beloved one and only, as the composer, because you are also the composer, the songwriter, how do you feel about our Tawantam songs? Every single song from him was created for inner peace, for world peace. How do you feel about all his songs?
In a word, I can say that I really truly feel greatly honored, because Long Pond's songs are more than songs. They're messages, they're sermons, they're writings and wisdom and teaching that can transform someone's life. If that life is transformed, that person can transform the world, change yourself, change the world. And the message is so deep, it's so beautiful. Every word comes from deep from a source that is beyond this world.
Yeah.
So if we listen and apply. It's one thing to listen, but it's another thing to apply. You know, as a teacher, I also teach singing too. And what I do is I try to help my students to understand that life is more than a song. It's a journey.
Mhm.
And when I teach my students, I say, we listen with our ears. We hear with our hearts. And then we feel with our spirit, our soul, our senses.
Oh.
So if we can do that, we'll get the whole message. It's one thing to listen, and that gets your attention. It's another thing to understand. That's where hearing comes from. You hear it with your heart. But when you can feel this with your center, the center of your body, it will transform you. It will change you. And you'll find yourself being kind to others, more patient, more understanding, and wiser.
Yes. Oh wow, that's indeed what every single word that you have just shared with all of us, that's true. That's the fact, and that's the truth, that every single time that we have a chance to listen to our The One Time songs, and you as well, to be part of every single masterpieces, our life has drastically changed. Every single time that we have a chance to listen, we cultivate not just, the lyric or the melody, as you just mentioned, but somehow it could feel and it could change our spirit inside, our soul. It's already, was transformed every single time that we, listen to your song. This is so wonderful, and I'm surely that everyone who hears you sharing now gonna be so inspired that world peace can be true, and the song is not just the songs anymore. It is something as a tool and instrument for the world to create world peace together. So moreover, I wish that we're gonna have a longer session with you, and I'm sure that our team would love to welcome all you back with us once again. So, by the way, is there any special message that you would like to share with other people and pass to our audience who's listening to us now?
Oh, it would be my pleasure to share this with you. I have to refer once again to my father and great teacher, Long Pond. He told me, he said, my son, Howard, my son, never miss one day of meditation. So meditate all the time. He said, because if you miss one day, that could be the day that you receive enlightenment. So you miss one day, then you miss 2 days, you miss 3 days, and it keeps accumulating. And that's the farther you get from enlightenment, because once you become enlightened, you truly understand everything. There's no further need to explain, because you have an understanding of where everything is and how everything works, and where you're supposed to be and what you should be doing. So I'd like to encourage everyone, meditate more. It's just a simple thing to do. But if we do this, then we will have world peace. We'll have, first by having inner peace, peace within ourselves. We share that peace with the world. First we share it with our family. And if there's peace in your family, there'll be peace in your home. If there's peace in your home, there'll be peace in your community. If there's peace in your community, there'll be peace in your state or province. If there's peace in your state or province, there'll be peace in your nation, your country. If there's peace in your country, there'll be peace in the world. So please meditate for peace. We need this message now more than ever before. For true peace comes from within.
It's once again so speechless that it is so touching, and this is another time that when I meet you, I really want to cry, because my heart is so fulfilled, and every single words that you have just shared with us, I do believe that it's really touched all the people's heart, all the people's mind. Why do we have to be here? Why we born here? Because we have a mission to have the self-discipline, practice meditation every day. So this is really wonderful, valuable lesson learned from our Mr. Howard, that he spare his time, valuable time, to be here for all of us, to remind us the world peace can make it happen together within ourselves and from our true inner peace. So I think this is the time, the great time that should we end our special session with one of the short and the brief song from Mr. Howard, our beloved Mr. Howard. Can you please sing the short and the brief song with our lovely audiences here? Can you?
I would love to. Longpod once asked me a question, and he said, "May I ask you this one thing? Do you really want world peace? Only if you will believe it will come true. We have spoken a million words, and after all the words we've heard, still no change will come until this we do. Gently close your eyes and see the sun inside the center of your body, shining clear and bright. If this dream is your desire, and meditation bring you high. If you really want world peace, it will come true for me and you.
Everybody, please please give a lot of applause by typing a lot of number 8 or send a lot of hearts and love, positive messages in the chat box. I do believe that everyone would feel the same as me. Sorry, I couldn't stop crying every time I hear your songs, and this is the live one. I'm sorry I couldn't stop. But yeah, it's so impressive, really. Howard, once again, we cry together again. We cry together the second time, Howard.
You are so kind and so precious. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, everyone. I think this is another great moment that we spent together. Particularly, we have our honored guest speaker today. Please give a lot of applause once again to our Mr. Howard McCrary. So, Mr. Howard, thank you so much for being here with us. We really wish that you will be the instruments of the world like this forever for all of us, for all humankind. Be the good son for our beloved Father like this eternally. Forever. Mr. Howard, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, my dear. And thank you for having me today. This was quite an honor. So,
Thank you.
ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ